Hey everybody, Max Kevin here's Little Cutie Podcast. It's not too long. So, Paris is on fire, yo. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Of course, if you didn't hear about that, you're probably living under a rock. Or you're my mom too. She didn't know about that because she doesn't watch TV news anymore, and she doesn't actively look for the news on the internet, so she has no idea what's going on. I think it's good. I think it's good. I think more people should do that. It should be exactly like my mom and just not give a fuck about what's going on outside of their own life. I think we'd have a great world. But anyway, if you're not one of those people, and you're probably not because those are pretty rare, you probably heard that the Notre Dame Cathedral is on fire yesterday. I think it happened right after I posted my last podcast yesterday. I went to the news. It's like an hour. It's like, oh man, that thing's on fire, dude. I already made the podcast, though. Can't talk about it. It's burning down. It's tragedy, huh? I went there with my brother like 10 years ago. It was all right, not as good as the Disney movie, but there's a lot of people. There wasn't as many hunchbacks as I was led to believe. I mean, I didn't see any crippled people at all, or anyone with any disfigurements. Just a bunch of tourists. Everyone was walking around and praying and stuff. Everyone was taking pictures, taking selfies. Even back then, before this is right before the release of the very first iPhone. It's like everyone still had digital cameras. I remember I bought my digital camera. It was like 4 megapixels. I was like, fuck yeah. Digital camera, 4 megapixels. Who wants to fuck me? That's pretty much. Everyone knew me as the cameraman at the parties, because no one else had cameras back then, I was the only one taking pictures. Those were the days, anyway. What was I talking about there? Oh, yeah, Notre Dame. Burnt down, Everybody's like, oh, and all the French people are like, oh, we are French. We will rebuild. Don't worry. We will. This happens. We will rebuild. Like I don't know, like their country got nuked or something, and they're trying to be courageous or whatever. But it's it's just like it's a tragedy, but it's not. Nobody died, so. But yeah, anyway, they're gonna rebuild it, and just kind of got me thinking. Like, everyone's like all sad, It's like, oh man, 700-year-old church burned down, But if you ever been to Japan, one of those famous temples, famous old temples, they're all fake. They're all replicas. All the temples in Japan burned down. Every single one of them, Every single tourist attraction you go to, you'll find a sign there. It's like, oh, this is just a replica because it burned down in 1600, and then it burned down again in 1800, and then it burned down again during World War II. It's like the fourth version of it, It's like, shit happens. All that stuff. It's gonna succumb to disaster and be rebuilt, right? So, it's just shit anyway. It's not gonna matter 5,000 years from now. It's not gonna be around, None of this stuff's gonna be around, I heard some theory that or the dirt on the Earth sort of rotates, or the dirt from the bottom gets on the top or whatever, the soil. So you go down, we find the dinosaur bones. We keep digging down, and we go farther back in time, But eventually, it reaches a point where you can't go back. Like, there could have been civilizations on Earth like 1 billion years ago, and nothing they built would remain. It would have all made its way to the center of the Earth and been recycled because it got turned into molten. It's like we don't even know what's going on. So much stuff could have been happening. Probably nothing was happening. But it could have been happening. It's kind of like those Saturday nights. It's like it's Sunday morning and you're not hungover and your Saturday night was not fun at all, and it's just like, oh man, I could have gone out and fucking partied, but you didn't. It's kind of like that, but with the Earth. Anyway, so the cathedral burnt down there, but some courageous priest saved some of the relics and stuff. When I first saw that picture, I thought it was like that that one church in Barcelona that they've been building for 100 years. I was like, oh no. I wanted to see that when it was finally completed. And if it's on fire, then they're never going to finish it. But it wasn't. It was the Notre Dame one, which was, I already saw that one, so anyway, yeah. Glad it wasn't the Barcelona one. Oh, let's see. Oh, I've been working on my kids' book today, file size is too big, so I reduced the resolution, Took me like 4 hours to reduce the resolution on all those, but still too big though, so I gotta reduce the resolution again here, It's gonna be tiny, it's gonna be stamp size, man. Oh, goddamn Amazon, they sent me some other things about my paperback book. They're like, oh, your margins are 3 millimeters too small. It's like, oh, 3 millimeters, huh? All right, well, probably just print the fucking thing. I used the template that you gave me, Why don't you just make a template that's actually accurate? That would be good. Don't tell me to trim my margins after I use the template that you made. Oh, Amazon. Oh, Amazon. Anyway, yeah, anyway. Kind of sleepy weepy right now. Maybe I'll take a nappy wappy. It's time for my nappy wappy time. Anyway, thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.